When I was about 30 years old, I worked as a manager at a massage parlor in a neighborhood near Yangon's outskirts. Don't think anything shady when I mention a massage parlor. It was just a genuine massage place, no funny business. Anyway, as you might expect, the place had a lot of employees. There were probably about 20 staff members. The massage parlor operated on 2 floors in a small building. The ground floor and part of the first floor were divided into small rooms for massages, while the back part of the first floor was reserved for the staff to stay. The story I'm about to share is about one of the employees, a girl named Nilar. She wasn't from Yangon, but from upcountry. She was about 28 years old and a divorced mother with a son who was 5 or 6 years old. Her son was living with her parents back in her village. Nilar often talked to the other staff about a wish she had. She wanted to hold a shinpyu, a novice monk ordination ceremony, for her son. All the staff knew that she was saving money for this. But one day, something unfortunate happened to Nilar. That day, I called all the staff downstairs for a briefing, but Nilar wasn't feeling well and stayed in her room upstairs. Suddenly, the rice cooker in the kitchen upstairs short-circuited and caught fire. To be clear, it wasn't a huge fire, but the smoke was heavy. Unfortunately, Nilar, who was unwell and resting in her room, suffocated from the smoke and passed away. From that day on, rumors started spreading that our massage parlor was haunted. At first, it wasn't anything terrifying. Just small things like seeing a shadow in the kitchen or hearing knocks on the doors at night. The real problem came when the customers started experiencing strange occurrences. Some of them felt something eerie during their massages, but it wasn't anything too dramatic or horrifying. However, something strange would happen to those who opted for a 2-session massage. Usually, when the masseuse stepped out for a short break between sessions, Nilar would take over and continue the massage. If the client was in a deep sleep, Nilar wouldn't show up, but if they were lightly sleeping, she would appear. Those who had experienced this said the hands massaging them were icy cold. But whenever they turned to look, or if someone else entered the room, there would be no one there. Even though it wasn't a terrifying encounter, rumors started spreading, and people gradually became scared of visiting our massage parlor. One day, I personally experienced Nilar's haunting. I had just closed up the shop and was in the kitchen on the upper floor, making coffee with my back to the entrance. Suddenly, I heard something fall behind me, and when I turned around, I saw a shadowy figure of a woman standing by the door, where the light didn't reach. Goosebumps ran all over my body. Even though her face was unclear in the shadows, I was sure it was Nilar because she was wearing the same coat from the day she passed away. As I watched, the figure slowly faded into the darkness and disappeared. A customer once had an even scarier experience. He had opted for a 2-session massage and was lightly dozing in the room when he heard the door close. When he opened his eyes, he saw a woman standing in the shadows. He called her closer, and when she stepped out of the darkness, he realized she had no face. He screamed, and ever since then, our massage parlor became infamous for being haunted. Eventually, the owner of the parlor decided to do something about it. We held a Buddhist ceremony, inviting monks to chant protective verses, and also sent money to Nilar's parents to sponsor the novice monk ceremony for her son. Whether it was a coincidence or not, from that point on, we never heard about Nilar haunting the parlor again. And that's the story of the haunted massage parlor.